impeach him. We will impeach him. Then people said, but he hasn't done anything wrong. Oh, that doesn't matter. We will impeach the president. We got to win the House. And you know what? We're going to win anyway.
Let's talk about this with our political director, David Chalian. So, David, what's the risk reward here? We were sort of stunned hearing this Saturday night that is the tactic that he's using to tell people get to the polls, vote for Republicans.
Right. It's not quite the same message that House Republican leaders are sort of stressing to all their candidates to get out there on the trail and sell the tax reform plan. That wasn't quite what the president was going forward with, guys. But I do think there's clearly a base play here, right? I mean, this is a red meat crowd. He's at a rally. These are the people that would be most fired up at the notion of the Democrats trying to oust him from office. And there are some Republicans that think raising the impeachment matter puts the Democrats in a bind, which is clearly, I think, what President Trump is trying to do here.
And there are some Democrats, Maxine Waters, who have said they would like to see the president impeached. And there are others as well. However, it is not universal. How are Democratic strategists and leaders playing this issue right now, David?
I mean, the leader of the Democrats in the House, Nancy Pelosi, is adamant. If you see her talk about this at all or what she says behind the scenes to candidates is, we're not talking about that. That is not what we're campaigning on. That is not an issue for us to discuss. Let Bob Mueller finish his job and let the facts fall where they may, and then we'll see what happens. But you are right. There is a palpable feeling inside the liberal base of the Democratic Party, especially now in primary season, where you do see some competitive Democratic primaries across the country, and the base is pushing for as much Trump resistance and pushback as possible. The danger in that is that you are looking at a House map, guys, that is really a battle in large part for independents, for suburbanites who are not all just part of the base play, whether it's Donald Trump riling up the base, keep me protected from impeachment, or a Democratic candidate or Tom Steyer on the air with television ads saying let's impeach Donald Trump. The vast playing field here for battle of control of the House is a bit more with folks in the middle, and they're not necessarily wanting to be immersed in an impeachment drama.
David, the New York Times has interesting reporting that really brings you into the room at this dinner with the president, with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, with the White House Legislative Affairs Director Mark Short, on them pleading with the president, warning the president about the danger of losing the House, losing the Senate in the midterms, and the president essentially saying, I don't buy it. What does that tell you?
Well, it tells me that this political novice won the White House by sort of following his gut. And I think that you see that again here. He's less interested. He's been getting briefings for months now from Republican leaders about the history involved here, how precarious it is for a president, any president in their first midterm election 2 years into their presidency. More so for a president at historic low approval ratings. Donald Trump, of course, just goes with his gut on this stuff. And so there is real hand-wringing and palpable concern inside Republican circles that perhaps the president doesn't quite get how imperiled their majority may prove to be in November.
Yeah.